Hello fellow mangakas and welcome at Super Draws. So far I've shared 2 videos with you about my road to making a real manga. Maybe you have seen them already. In the first video we took a step back in time to my teenage years when I used to draw manga actively. I pulled out an old box and well, it was shocking. In the second video I shared my success in the silent manga audition. January 15th, the results day, is slowly getting closer. What might be less obvious is that I actually have a concept for a manga. It's going to be a comedy with a bit of drama and a touch of romance. Today I wanted to lay out a few things for you. What I've accomplished in the past 6 months since I started drawing again, and the steps I'm making now. What I enjoy most about creating manga are the characters and the interactions between them, probably why I ended up choosing a comedy. I was making short gags with AI and before long, characters and the setting began to form. At the same time I started reading manga again after years of, not reading manga at all. I also wanted to express my creativity more. I did study at an art academy, but that part had mostly stopped. So, 1 plus 1 plus another 1 made me wonder, could this become a bigger project? A manga? And that's the path I stepped onto. I started by drawing neatly on paper, but I knew very quickly that I wanted to go digital. I just felt like I had to earn it first. Well, that didn't take long. I didn't even fill a sketchbook before an iPad was already waiting for me. Not long after that, I discovered the silent manga audition and went for it. And that was tough. There's so much more to manga than drawing cute faces. I was really proud when I actually finished and submitted my entry. After the SMA, there was honestly a kind of an empty space. I had worked hard and given up a lot of things I usually do in my free time. But I also learned a lot, so I made a few decisions. Decisions that were meant to push me towards becoming more professional. And those were getting Clip Studio Paint and learning to work with it, buying SketchUp and designing 3D environments for backgrounds, and finally buying Twinmotion, which turned out to be free, to light and render those SketchUp scenes. The downside was that I completely ran out of energy after the intense SMA period. And because I made all these professionalization choices at once, I ended up working on too many things simultaneously. That didn't work well for me. I got a bit lost and less productive. What mainly kept me motivated was making yonkomas, those 4-panel comics. They suited me really well, and the best part was that my characters, who had a face and a character profile, but weren't truly alive yet, suddenly did come to life. I highly recommend this to all you manga creators out there, and I will make a separate video about that. Instead of taking a moment to get everything back in order, I decided to start a YouTube channel, and here we are. But from now on I really want to regain my focus. Clip Studio Paint feels a bit intimidating after working in Fresco. SketchUp is very accessible, but if you really want to do anything meaningful with it, you have to learn it properly. Your file fills up with mistakes you can no longer fix because you don't even know what you did. And then there's Twinmotion. Yeah, that one's still waiting for me. My goal now is to start creating the yonkoma in Clip Studio Paint and to follow a lot of SketchUp tutorials. Twinmotion can wait a bit. And then there's time, limited time. Aside from my age, there are only so many hours I can spend working on the manga. I'm sure many of you can relate. So, my priority now is to find focus again and move forward step by step. Of course, I would really love it if you continue to follow my journey, so consider subscribing. And I'll say once again, see you in the next video!